So I caught an officer running a stop sign today. I called to turn him in, and the claim that he made was that it was snowy like this, that it was he didn't stop because he didn't want to slip or get stuck or anything. And this one's really not that bad either. This is a different intersection. This is 20th and Grand, I think, right by the high school. And you can see like there's snow buildup here. And if you wait till the end of this video, you'll see the intersection that he actually ran, and it's nothing like this. It's actually a emergency route. It's right off 171, right by the training center, Swede Lane, I believe it's called. And there's the training center. There's the fire department there. So it's an emergency route. They have to clean it pretty much right away. So wait till the end. Check it out.
This is who?
This is Sergeant Gauss with the Joplin Police Department. How can I help you?
Hi. I watched a Joplin police officer with license plate 2900 run the stop sign on 171 MacArthur Drive and Swede Lane right there by the training facility.
Uh-huh.
I have another witness to it as well. Is there a way, like, there is, how do we file a complaint or something like that?
Okay. I spoke to the officer. He said that when he was coming up to the intersection, I called and asked him about it. When I talked to him, he stated that there was a whole bunch of the snow and slush built up at that intersection, so he slowed because he didn't want to get stuck, and then he went ahead and went through it so he wouldn't
So
get
we
stuck.
we checked that out because we kind of felt like he was going to say that, and that's not true. It's plowed. So he's lying. Could you go up and check on it and get back to me?
Like, check the intersection?
Yeah, because we drove by it. Like, we were behind him. We were coming. We were the first ones as he was coming out, and there was several cars behind us. So what really
Right.
happened is he didn't want to have to wait for these cars to pass, so he didn't stop. There was no snow, there was no slush. It was not the way that he's trying to make it out to be. And
Now,
I
is
could
that
go take
the
pictures for you if you'd like.
was that the intersection there at the training center? Is that where you're
Yeah,
talking
right
about?
north of the training center.
Okay.
It was plowed out. It was already clean.
Okay. I mean, based on that, that's what he stated. At the end of the day, if you're wanting to file a formal complaint, you can come to the police station and
I
basically
can't go to the police station. I'm not allowed in there. So how do I do it?
well, then if you can't do it, what do you mean you're not allowed at the police station?
Well, they say that I'm trespassed, so I can't go into the police station, or else they will arrest me. They arrested me at the training center outside on the sidewalk. So I don't doubt that they'll arrest me. They don't really have to follow any kind of rules. This is what I'm trying to point out to you guys
Yeah.
is the lack of integrity. And I would like to file a complaint because he did run the stop sign and there was no reason for it. And now whoever it is lying. So that's not very good for an officer to be lying to his superior, is it?
No, I mean that's not good. This is definitely an officer that does not lie.
Well, he just did. So now you're lying.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't. I've never known him to lie.
Well, I'm
So
telling you, he is right now. So you might want to go check that intersection because there was no reason for him to pull out like that. He should have stopped. He should obey the law. He should be following the law and being a good example for the community.
Right. But I mean, like I said, so you're saying that there's no snow on the ground
I
at
mean, if
all?
there is, it's minimal. It's nothing to run a stop sign for.
Because I've seen several people today, like citizens, who have tried to get running starts at intersections because the city doesn't plow them.
Yes,
And
but this
so,
was plowed. I mean, we drove by it, we seen it after he ran it, and it was
okay.
plowed. There was no reason to run the stop sign. I understand. That's why we were like, oh, wait, maybe there was snow there and he had to do that to get out. But that wasn't the case.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if you're wanting to file an actual formal complaint and you think you're going to get arrested, now the training center is not a private location, so that might have been why you were
Well, it is
arrested
now
there.
that after they arrested me for no reason and said that I was trespassed from all Joplin City property. Now they put up signs that say it's a private drive, but it wasn't when they did it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that happens. That's how laws are created. I mean,
Well,
certain
yeah,
things
but
happen,
I
and
mean,
then
realistically, creating a law to create privacy for yourselves isn't really.
I mean, back in the day, I mean, if you got a bad card in hand, you could take them out to the bad streets and have a duel and shoot each other, and that was good. I mean, obviously, that's not allowed anymore.
I don't believe that that was ever really allowed. I think that was just what happened because there wasn't enforcement in place. I don't think
No, it was
anywhere
allowed.
they had something where you could just, yeah, you can
Now,
just go out and shoot each other.
if you stole a horse, they'd hang you. But I mean, they don't do that anymore either. So I mean, laws change.
Well, yeah, but most of
Good,
them have
bad, or
become
indifferent.
less stringent like that. You know what I mean? Like they ain't
Oh
hanging
yeah.
people for stealing horses and cattle anymore. Um, the same to be said, like, uh, it doesn't make sense to take a public road and make it private because citizens are coming and filming to show our police and fire department training. Why would they be scared of somebody showing them training? It shows that they're doing their job.
I mean, there's a lot of things as far as law enforcement training that we don't want the public to know as far as tactics and how we handle certain situations. So
It's
that's why.
all out there. It's not as if you're hiding anything from anyone. If people want the information, all they got to do is look it up. I mean, I can look up CIA files that are declassified and learn more than anything that you're going to show me in your training.
Right.
So that
So,
doesn't make sense at
but
all.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not making sense to you, man. As far as the situation with the stop sign, I did speak to the officer. You're stating he's lying.
Yes.
And so if you're wanting to make a formal complaint, you'll have to call in Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, and you can speak to the IA sergeant, which is Sergeant Swan.
Okay.
And then I can document this in the call card that I spoke to you, and then I'll send him an email giving him a heads up that you're going to be
Can you just
answering
have him give
calls.
me a call? You got my phone number and everything.
Yeah, I can send an email and tell him to have you give you a phone call if that's what you're needing.
Yeah, because I mean I want to file a complaint because not only did he run a stop sign, now he's lying.
Right.
That's not becoming of an officer. There should be some kind of rules about officers being honest and truthful. There's a code of conduct that you guys are supposed to follow. There's a policy book and everything that's supposed to be followed. So I don't
Yeah.
believe lying is holding up their code of conduct or the policy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're 100% right. We should not be lying. Now, I would say 100%. I don't think this guy's lying because I've
I'm
known
going
this
to
guy
go
for
over there and
years.
take pictures right now so that I
Okay.
can show you guys that this guy's lying because it was plowed. We went by it. I had a person with me that witnessed it as well. They seen it was plowed. So I'm telling you, this guy's lying.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't believe so. I mean, I just need Officer Swan to call me so that we can get accountability because that's really what we all want, right? We want accountable people. And I believe you get accountability by leading by example.
Right. Yep. Sounds like Jocko Willings.
Like who?
Take extreme ownership. Jocko.
Extreme ownership?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I've started actually a couple years ago was just extreme truth, extreme honesty. Um, and it's surprising who's been actually upset with me more than anyone.
No, I think it's always good to go with the truth. Unfortunately, hindsight's 20/20, and perception is reality for most individuals, and that's what we're trying to deal with for a lot of situations. But at the end of the day, I understand. I'll take a note of this, and I'll let Sergeant Swan know, and we'll move forward from there. I'll send him an email.
Okay.
Again, if you don't hear from him, I'm going to send him an email. Definitely give us a call and
Okay.
ask for the IA sergeant. And
I'll send I'll send an email over to the chief as well so that he's aware, and hopefully we can get this fixed and not have somebody lying to their superior and running stop signs out here, because that just doesn't look good to the public.
No, I agree. No, I definitely don't want to be breaking traffic laws out there that we're enforcing.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for your time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
So now this officer that says he couldn't stop at this stop sign because of slush and ice. This is the slush and ice right here coming out of the training center. Let me show a good example for y'all. There it is. Then he took a right going out of here. So that's, I guess, too much slush and ice to stop at a stop sign for JPD. That was his excuse.
All right, so you can clearly look at this spot. This is right south of the airport, Swede Lane, and you can see that it's nowhere near what the other intersection, like he's trying to allude to, trying to deflect, minimize, doing all the things that they say not to do. So that does not show accountability in his conversation that you heard by now if you're listening to this. Why would they do that? Why are they not just taking accountability and saying, I did that, and doing what they would say we should do? Be accountable, be responsible, teach us. That's what I believe they should be doing. They should be leading by example, not running stop signs and making up an excuse that, they were going to get stuck. Ridiculous.